subscribe, and hit the bell.
Welcome back to the TreeHouse Show. I'm your host, Cartasia, and you are tapped into the trillest podcast in the universe. Today, we have a special guest, man. We have somebody who has a very interesting story to tell, and I'm excited, along with the audience, to really sit down, see where this man is coming from, see this man's point of view, and you just got a lot of knowledge to share. So, without further ado, could you please, give us some time? Name, age, and fun fact and relationship status.
Adizzy, 24. You said relationship status. I'm in a good little situation right now. I like where I'm at. What was the last thing?
Name, age, fun fact, and relationship status. Yeah,
I'm a cowboy.
Hey, that's a fun fact.
I use that as my fun fact for the day.
I know that's right. Yeah, man. Let's get right into it. So, like, I guess even before that, so like, where you from and kind of what's your story so far that you want to share?
Well, from here, born and raised. Been through a lot of trials and tribulations. Went to the military, got out the military, came back here, pursued a career in law enforcement, and really just been getting into a whole lot of different things. I did a show on Disney Plus for skating.
Sunday?
Yeah.
You know Marshall?
Yeah.
You know, cause he was in that.
Yeah.
That's why I know that. Yeah.
And then it was another one like 2 years ago. It was called Saturdays. It was like one of like the first like black skating Disney movies they was trying to come up with. Did that. Pursued law enforcement, doing that. Do cowboy stuff on the side. So I dibble and dabble in a couple different things.
Yeah. What made you? I guess like growing up, cause a lot of people say like people get in the army like, you know, just being real, 3 different reasons. Like either you were army brat, like both your parents was, you feel me, on that military stuff. Just being real, like you couldn't go to college.
Yeah.
Or like, fuck the terrorists.
Yeah.
Which one kind of was for you?
None of those 3 was mine. So I was young. I graduated high school at 17, but I knew I wanted to be in law enforcement. But living here, I knew I needed to do something to like have a good resume to stay out the way. So I was like, man, what's my best option? Because staying here, hanging out late at night, that wasn't going to do it. Even though, you know, you could have the right upcoming, you could have the right parents, the right environment, but it's still the chance here. Something just going to always happen. So I was just like, fuck it, I'm going to go join the military so I can have something to do until I'm old enough to pursue my career that I want to get into. So that was really my main reason for joining the military, for real.
Yeah, like stay out of trouble damn near too.
That was my best option, because I was want to hang out all night, go be with my friends, and they weren't on the same path I was on. So I had to do something to separate myself immediately before I started getting too comfortable in the environment that they wanted to be in. So I was like, you know what? Let me get up out of here, do what's best for me, and it turned out right.
So what part of the city you from?
Southside.
Southside?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I asked that because like that's crazy when it's like, because people think of the military. How old are you again?
24.
You 24, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we not no major war right now, but like that's crazy to say like you going to the military is safer
Than being here.
You feel me? Like
That's correct.
That's a crazy thing. It's like I'm going to the military to stay out of trouble.
Yeah.
Bro, what? That's guns.
Crazy.
You going to the military to fight, you feel me,
Yeah.
terrorists, whatever, keep the country safe, but that's still safer than your block. Like,
than being here. Like, and a lot of people don't understand that. Like, and that's true. Like, and that's sad to say that Chicago, you gotta separate yourself in order just basically to live for real. And if you know how to do it, you can do it. But if you don't have the tools and needs and the people around you to help you do it, you're gonna sink. And luckily I did. Like, I grew up, parents, father, police, brother police, whole family police orientated. So I had that arm to reach out to say, hey, get back on that track and do what you got to do. This is where you're supposed to be going. So that was my lucky thing that I've had my whole life.
Yeah, they say the apple don't fall far.
That is true. I believe that too. With the right upbringing, you could. And even if it do fall from the tree, once you get a certain age, you could decide your outcome. Like, you don't have to follow your same family tree. Like, if, let's say, you grew up in a family full of felons and criminals, you don't got to follow that path. You got the choice to change your life and do what you got to do to be where you want to be in life. You don't have to be like, oh, but nobody else in my family graduated college. Nobody. That's your decision once you get to that certain mindset and that age to where you could do what you want to do for your own life. So, It just gives a take. It depends on the person's like mentality, how bad you want it for real.
Nah, that's facts. That's facts for sure. Okay, so it was just like you spoke on like, you feel me? You kind of peeped that like your homies at the time, they weren't on the same path as you.
Yeah.
I feel like they say I'm not sure you heard like females especially be like, oh, niggas don't grow up till like 25 or like your prefrontal cortex.
Yeah, they got some scientific shit.
Some scientific shit, you feel me? But like, the decisions I made.
Oh, for sure.
I still don't make the best decisions, but they were definitely worse. You feel me? But I say that to say like sometimes, what are you, 17, 18, 19, 16, 17, you don't be realizing kind of like how important your circle is to where you finna be, or like your path in life. So yeah, my question to you is like, kind of how did you, I guess, had that discernment at your young age, like, man, these my Ace Boon Coons, but like, might have to love y'all from a distance.
Yeah, once we got out of high school and I'm like, the shit we started doing, start hanging out late, like shooting people with paintball guns and BB guns and dumbass, and they start getting in trouble. I'm like, see, I gotta break off. Like, that's my cue right there. Like, once we start getting in legal trouble, I'm done. But before that, if we just out kicking it, nothing happening, I could do it. But once we start doing shit that's gonna get us legally in trouble, I can't do that shit no more. I'm still like that to this day. Like, I'm like, something might happen. I'm gonna go back this way. Like, I still like separate myself before shit hit the fan. So you gotta just be able to like, you gotta be able to sometimes eliminate the person and analyze the situation.
What you mean?
So, let's just say me and you brothers. I know damn well if we go out tonight, me and you finna get into some shit and we gonna damn near go get in trouble. Before that shit happen, I'm gonna tell you like, hey, don't do that shit. But you still saying fucking I ain't gonna do it. At that point in time, I gotta eliminate you from the situation and analyze what the fuck I'm finna get into and what's gonna happen to me. So once I get to that point, once you realize that and visualize that for everybody in your circle, you will realize who putting you in more situations where you gotta say fuck them and I'm gonna put me first. And when you get around somebody that's gonna put you first and both of y'all put each other first, you won't end up in those situations. That's how I ended up finding my circle and finding out who I can keep around me when we've all got the same mindset. That's how I analyze my circle.
So you kind of like a fly on the wall.
Yeah, I see who looking out for who and who looking out for themselves. And once you realize who looking out for themselves as long as you with them, then that's when you can realize and narrow down your circle to say, I can hang around them because I know as much as I don't want to be in shit, they don't either. And they not going to put me in no shit to where we got to be into it together. That's why everybody I hang around, really all law enforcement for real. And outside of that is like famous people who like got something to lose. So if I don't hang around nobody who don't got nothing to lose, that's my first problem. I'm hanging around somebody who don't got nothing to lose, so they don't care what they doing. They'll put anything on the line for no reason. But when you hanging around people who got just as much as you do and they want to stay where they at in life, they not gonna put themselves in them kind of situations to lose everything they got. So that's why I keep my circle around people who I know who got the same mindset as me. And that's the process that I use to make sure I'm picking the right people out of my circle.
That's profound, bro. I want y'all to let that sink in because I like how you clarified that it's not even that like they don't have your best interest. Sometimes they don't have their best interest. Yeah. So how can you expect a dude who don't care about themselves to care about
worry about you? And it's tough to have to keep going outside when you're around certain people to have to look out for you and them. I mean, if you looking out, sometimes it's already hard enough to look out for yourself. But now on top of that, now you gotta look out for you, him, the next person, the people he bringing around. That's not a good time.
It's not a good time.
And you're not comfortable outside. You always looking. You nervous. You trying to make sure ain't nothing happening. That's not a good way to live, and that's not a good people to have around you. Instead of, I know 20, 30 people I can go out with, I don't have to worry about nothing. Like, I don't have to worry about defending myself. I ain't got to worry about doing nothing. I can just go out, have a good time, and leave it at that. And I know I'm going to make it there and back with no problems ever occurring. Instead of somebody who I know I got to be on 10, got to be looking out, got to be watching around our back and looking around the corner. Like, them kind of people, they ain't got that much to lose. But the people who making sure that they on top of their stuff and they know it's certain stuff they can and can't do, and what I'm going to get into and what I'm not, them people need to have around you, for sure.
I know that's right. So you said you was in the military.
Yeah.
Like, was it like Army, National Guard,
Navy.
Marine? Navy?
Yeah.
My man. My cousin's in the Navy. Yeah, he be traveling all over.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So you've been to a lot of countries.
Bro, that's what first turned me up, bro. Like, imagine being 17, 18, bro. Live with your parents your whole life. You go get sent to California. You go buy your own crib, car, and some other shit. This your first time going outside. Like, bro, I turned 21 in California.
Different.
Latest time I'd had, like, I think that was my changing point to where I grew up and realized, like, your decisions matter. Because it was a lot of opportunities where even then, I'm still growing up making wrong decisions. It's like, do I really want to keep going with this? To where my whole purpose of me coming here, now I just fucked it up and wasted it for no reason. It's always that you always got to go back when you're making a decision when you're outside and think like, damn, is this going to get me to my bigger picture of where I'm trying to go? So when I go outside, I do some crazy shit, of course. But it ain't nothing that's going to come back and get me in trouble, though. Like, I'll go out, clubs, bottles, I'll do all that. But that's where I'm going to leave it at. Once it gets to the fighting and the arguing and the meet me outside, you ain't worth all that. Because I know for a fact, if you so quick to go outside and do whatever you think you finna do, you don't got nothing to lose. You don't got nothing to go home to. The people who ain't willing to figure something out and realize that some situations is not bigger than their own image, then that's when you got a problem and you realize this person ain't even worth me doing all that. Because I've ran into that a couple times. Especially here. So sometimes I just realize like they ain't even worth it. I know I got more to lose than them. And once you realize a lot of people that are willing to get into it with you over small situations or take things further than they have to go, once you realize they don't got nothing to lose, you realize that the situation is pointless. So you don't even entertain it no more. And that makes people madder, actually. Mm-hmm. Like, let's say somebody trying to get on that with you, but you ain't even entertaining because you could just look at some people and be like, you're not even worth it. And that antagonize them more. And that make them feel like, oh, you think you better than me because X, Y, Z, I see you got this, Hellcat, da-da-da-da. No, bro, it's just, we on two different paths. Like, I don't have to get into it with you about nothing. Whatever you mad about, it could be a girl, it could be a section, it could be whatever you want to be mad about. I know you not worth it, or whatever you talking about not worth me losing everything that I didn't work hard for. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to leave you and let you be, and you can be mad. Whatever you going to do, go ahead. And that's just how I deal with a whole lot of stuff that people who look at me a certain way and think or hate or always trying to find out, oh, how you get this, how you get that. I tell everybody the same answer. Work for what you want. And if you don't want it that bad, stop dreaming about it. And that's how I think about everything in life.
Break that down.
I tell people, stop dreaming about what you want. Keep saying, oh, I want to do this, oh, I want to do that. If every chance you get, you not working towards that. If you gonna sit down, I can sit here and tell you all day, oh, I want a McLaren, I want a McLaren, I want a McLaren. Every time you see me, I'm sitting at home on the couch. Every time it's time to go outside, I'm outside wasting money. Every time you see me, I'm still in the same situation that you saw me in last time. But I'm still gonna sit here and say, I still want a McLaren though. Everything that I said I wanted, I didn't sit down, took my time, laid it out, did what I had to do to get it. So once people realize that, they'll realize once you take the time to put the progress and work in to get where you want to be in life, then that's when you can sit down and say, I want this. That's when you can dream. You can only dream once you can dream yourself putting in the work and putting in the effort to get what you want and turn your dreams into realities. Other than that, you're just gonna be dreaming your whole life. And that's what a lot of people fail to do. They dream, but they don't ever wake up to put the work in. And that's the problem.
Man, you talking that talk.
Hey, come on. I got a little knowledge. I got a little bit.
You talking that talk. Nah, bro.
I got a little bit.
You talking that talk for sure, man. Man, and it's the crazy thing about what you saying is like it's so easy. It's so easy to like fuck up what you got going on, bro.
Oh man.
And I know you can relate because I'm Aries.
Tell me about
it. Even though I have a lot to lose, you know, because I know what I could do to a motherfucker. You feel me? So it's like you damn near, you know, it's like the battle between you knowing what you could do to them.
Yeah.
And the battle between like it's still not worth it.
Yeah, because sometimes you have to tell yourself like, I know what I can do, but it's the principle. Why are they playing with me? Like, it'd be like, bro, who you think you are?
Who you think you talking to? and who you think you are.
Like, yeah, I didn't definitely ran into a few of them situations that didn't came and bit me in the ass for sure. Like,
but it bites you in the ass.
It
Because
bites
I've
you in the
crashed
ass
out
for
before.
sure.
I've like done that, and it do come back, bro.
it definitely bites you in the ass, and it's that's why you
It's
really
never
gotta
worth
be able
it,
to.
bro.
You gotta be able to control yourself. Like, I ain't gonna say all the time I can, but when it's really, really important, you gotta be able to do that shit, bro.
Man, I'm at a point, bro. Like, man, I don't. It's just because even like I ain't even gonna say names, but like recently, I was at an event. I'm coming there with my girl. We doing our thing. I ain't minding no business, right? This dude talk about basically asking for money. You feel me?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like I did hear him. But I was just, it was going, I was doing a lot. You ever like just be busy, bro?
In one
It's not
ear,
that
out
you
the
ignore
other
them,
one. Yeah.
but it's just like you thinking some shit. Like you ain't even have like time to like, you need down to hear what he said. So I just kept it pushing. I didn't even reply. Then I guess because I didn't reply, he got mad. He said some shit like, oh, you think you this or that. Instantly went there.
Yeah.
I just took a deep breath. I just kept pushing because it was a mini moment where I could have, fuck you feel me?
Yeah.
Instantly could have got on that.
Yeah.
Instantly got on it, but I was like, it's not worth it. I'm with my girl. We going to somewhere nice. You feel me? Like, in my head, I'm like, you know what? He must be going through something to even be on that type of time. Cause I ain't do nothing too, bro. He don't even know if I heard him or not.
That's another thing.
I let that shit slide. You feel me? Or even I ain't gonna lie. Yesterday, I was with my girl. We was at this like the Christmas lighting thing at
downtown.
Michigan. You feel me? Like crowded, a lot of people.
Yeah,
People, motherfuckers with their phones out. Oh, you in front of me? All that. I don't mess with none of that. I mean, I am tall, so I can still see. But you know, my girl a little shorter, so she was trying to get closer. But then, like, you feel me? This one couple was just doing a lot. It's one thing to be like, hey, we right here. You can say respect, but she was doing a lot, truthfully. But it was a shorty though. So again, I ain't gonna intervene. Yeah. You feel me? I was like, yeah, it was a shorty. She whatever. So there, but I saw that her dude stepped in, started being a little disrespectful. Yeah. And then he was like, oh, you all can just go then. I'm gonna just go see how that play out. Yeah, go be assholes, whatever. I just looked at bro. And I just walked. I didn't even say nothing, man. Yeah. I wanted to like.
Sometimes you gotta just walk away, bro. And as hard as walking away be, bro, and I don't think some people realize how hard walking away be.
It's hard, man.
Especially when you already got so much going in your head, like you already dealing with so many other things. Mm-hmm. Walking away, damn near be the last thing on your mind. Cause once you get a lot of stuff piled up on your brain, bro, and once something trigger you, bro, it's over with. Like, and it's a split second. Like, you don't even have the opportunity to tell yourself, like, oh, this motherfucker ain't even worth it. If you already be in that mind space, somebody do this, it's over with. Like, it's a quick, instant reaction. I done been in a lot of situations like that. Yeah. All the time.
Give an example.
Well, I guess I'll give my current example, actually.
Yeah.
So, my dad recently passed away. Like,
oh, my condolences, man.
June 6th. So, I'm at work, you know, I have a little confrontation, of course. And let's just say during this time, mind you, I'm still grieving. It's still ain't been a year, ain't been 6 months yet. Anytime somebody bring up my dad, it's a sensitive situation. So now let's just imagine you get into a heated argument with somebody and they slight crack a dad joke. They know your father passed away though. Tell me how many seconds do you think it took for you to tell yourself it ain't worth it?
I'm not using the seconds for that. None.
So I just immediately lost it. And it's just times like that to where now after the fact I realized like it wasn't even worth it, like that was a waste of time, etc. But during that time frame when you're not in that right mind capacity and you can't really tell yourself, hey, that ain't worth it. Once somebody hit that trigger, or if you just already in a easy space to be triggered, it's so simple for you to be triggered and then everything go left. It's in a split second. You'll realize after like, oh yeah, that shit wasn't worth it, But in that moment, I don't care how old you are. You could be 30, 40, 50. You could have the most life experience ever. If you already in that mind space and that your trigger happens, your trigger gonna happen. And once it happens, I don't know how many people do. I ain't met one yet. And once they get triggered and they already up there, they can't just snap their fingers and come right back down. Once you up there, you up there. So it's definitely been some situations that I done got into that I wasn't able to calm myself down from, for sure.
But you know what? I feel like if you could go through that and then I don't know the full context of that, but like learn from that. I feel like it'll be situations that are like less than that. That's not gonna do nothing to you, if that makes sense.
Oh,
because
yeah,
I ain't gonna
for
lie.
sure.
That's hard. That's up there.
Oh,
That's
yeah, for
fresh.
sure.
That's your dad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a hard one to turn away from. And even though you didn't turn away from it, I feel like that'll teach you like. So say someone do some other shit like maybe in front of you or
Yeah,
like
that ain't shit.
bump your shoe. Compared to that,
Yeah, like all the little stuff. Like once you deal with and see how you respond to bigger situations, you can reevaluate yourself when the smaller things happen and say, "Oh, this ain't shit." Like I could walk away from this. I could tell them I ain't worried about it. You could dismiss a whole lot of smaller issues when you deal with the bigger shit in life. And once you go through a couple of those big ass situations, you got it. Like I don't think it's nothing you can't really handle for real. Like 2025, didn't been some shit.
yeah,
Probably the worst year in history. I ain't gonna lie.
for you.
Probably not even just for me. Everybody I talk to, this the worst shit they done had. A lot of people. Mine, shit. Like I can't wait for this motherfucker to be over. Like definitely the worst year I done had.
I know you lost your dad. What else?
Lost my dad. Lost my auntie.
Yeah,
I done lost so much shit this year. But to me, when I think about the stuff that you lose, I think about it's this saying that my dad told me. When you go pick out a flower, which one do you pick?
like the prettiest one.
So all the people that I lose, I think of that as God's hand. That's him picking the best ones that he got. So when they get to that, when I think about all the things that I lose, especially people-wise, or people that I've seen get taken or some more or anything like that, that's my theory behind it.
He wanted them back sooner.
He wanted them back because they serve their purpose down here already. So that's my theory behind when people lose a loved one, or me personally. I just think of it as it's the same way if people go pick flowers or they want the best card, they pick the best one that they got. And I just view that as that's how God looking down like, who do I need up here next? So that's my viewpoint about losing loved ones or people that just die from illness or sickness or something like that.
Thanks for sharing. That's still kind of fresh though. You feel me?
Oh, for sure.
How do you kind of process that, like with your dad, your auntie?
I ain't gonna lie to you, that shit still ain't real to me. I still be fucked up in the head, like legit. Like sometimes, like don't be sleeping, be up late as hell. Sometimes I'll be like, damn, is this shit real? And mind you, it was like 4 months ago. That shit feels like just yesterday. And probably a lot of my situations, my situation is different from everybody I've lost. Everybody I've lost, like even my grandmother that I lost 2 years ago, I physically sat there and watched it. So I feel like that's a different viewpoint of somebody just like, let's say you get a phone call and say, oh, so-and-so passed away. Okay, that's different. But the view of you actually sitting there watching it happen and you carrying them outside, that's a whole, you zipping the bag up, that's some shit I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. It's somebody I could hate with all my heart. I still would never wish that on them. Because that feeling that you get of seeing them take that last breath, you wrapping them up and zipping that black bag, I think that's the worst thing that a human can ever encounter on this earth. I feel like that's worse than going to the hospital and just finding out that and the doctor telling you they did. When you sitting there watching it and you carrying them out of y'all home that y'all grew up in or where you last seen them at, because now every single time you go back to where you last saw them at, that's where you see them at. Every time you walk into that room, the last place you saw them at, that's where you envision them at all the time. And that'll fuck you up. Like, especially people who don't, if you don't have a circle around you that can help you and bring you back and make you feel some type of life again, bro, that shit will eat you the fuck alive. Like 1,000%. Like, it'll fuck your head up and you will go down a rabbit hole you can't even get yourself out of. And if I didn't have the circle that I had, I'd probably be down that hole. 1,000%. For sure.
That's real, man.
For sure.
So y'all were close?
Oh, yeah. My dad been in my life my whole life. My dad, my auntie, my grandma, my whole family, we all family orientated. Like, do events together, don't miss no ceremonies, no games, we did everything together. Every holiday, trips, we do all of that. Everything is all close-knitted for sure. And it's like, with me, it's kind of different because I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if I'm the only person that's like that. Like with my family, I'm like that golden child, basically. The one who everybody always like,
Look up to?
not look up to, but they held up under them a little bit closer than the rest. So that's how I am with like my dad, my mom, my grandparents, like my aunties, my uncles.
You the
like,
favorite.
basically. So in that aspect of always having somebody look out for me, somebody always there, especially my dad, like he'd lift this motherfucking building up if I told him. Like he didn't got me out of a lot of shit. Like, and he always did what was best. Always. Like, I don't think, and another thing is what makes some shit so hard, because you know that those love that those people have for you, you would never find that again. Ever. Like, even though my mom's still here, my mom, I don't think she would still ever be able to have that feeling that I had with my dad. Like, it's just parents and kids, each parent with their kids, they got different avenues with them. And me and my dad always had that different kind of space. Like, my mom would go to bat for me. Like, my mom would jump up in this building right now if I called her and told her something was wrong or something. She'd jump through fucking loops to make sure I'm straight. But it's still not that, it's not the same. That's probably her calling me right now, trying to find out where I'm at. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so everybody out in Los just feel like I have to find a way to cope with not feeling like I don't have that same love that I won't find again. Like, I could have my own kids, I could have a wife, I could have all of that. It still won't amount up to the same amount of love that I felt from that person. But one thing my mom told me was, it's not about losing that love that someone made you feel. It's about you being able to put that same love into the next person, for them to be able to think about you the same way that you once felt about them. So once I understood that and realized it's not so much about me missing the love that I had, it's about me now being able to put that love that I felt into the next person, for them to be able to look like and feel the love that I felt and think the same way I think about the people I lost and think about me that way. So like my niece, my nephew, shit like that, like my little cousins, like to be able to spread the love that I've been able to gain and be able to dish it out to people so they would feel the same affection that I felt. So that's really how I think about losing loved ones and stuff like that.
That's how they will want you.
Oh, for sure.
To go about it.
Yeah. So that's what I try to do. Shit hard though. I try though. I definitely try.
I can't imagine, man. Like, my parents getting older, so
yeah, and that was my thing, bro. Like, my parents getting older, shit. Like, I remember one time I was thinking like, damn, let me hurry up, try to have kids. I know my parents getting old as hell. Like, damn, let me
see grandkids.
Yeah, like, let me hurry up and try to have some kids. But I'm like, the denial phase will fuck you up.
What you mean? Like,
the denial of you accepting, like, my parents not gonna be here forever, making you think. You would keep telling yourself, oh, I got time. And me, honestly, I knew damn well I didn't have time. I knew for a fact I didn't have time, but I kept leading myself on in the denial phase, believing like, oh, I got time, ain't shit gonna happen, he gonna be all right, da-da-da. But in the back of my head, I knew damn well I didn't have forever.
So he was fighting something for a while?
Yeah, stage 4 pancreatic cancer. So we knew that December of 2022. And he only had like 3-4 months to live then.
Wow.
But he ended up making it all the way 3 years later.
Wow.
So, but then like in April, it had moved to his brain. And that's when we knew like, fuck, like this shit finna make a left. Then he had the brain surgery. The brain surgery went well. That goddamn, what that shit called? Radiation. Fucked him up. He made it through brain surgery, was doing better. Once that radiation started kicking in, because I guess like radiation, like
the chemotherapy.
Yep. Now he been doing chemotherapy since 2022, every 2 weeks. So chemotherapy, and then that's another reason why I know I just gotta find a way to keep going, not give up, and not be weak-minded. Because to go through chemotherapy, bro, and watch somebody go through that for years on that hand, every 2 weeks for the rest of their life, that's somebody who doing it bigger than themselves. Because me personally, if I had to live the rest of my life going through chemotherapy, I wouldn't even do it. Because I'm not living my life. Because let's say I got chemotherapy this week. Chemotherapy weighs on your body for at least a week and a half. So your body is weak for a week and a half. So mind you, I take it every 2 weeks. So by next week, it's Friday, Thursday, I'm just now feeling better. Monday, I got to go back and get chemotherapy again. So you only get 3 or 4 days of feeling like you okay. And then you right back at feeling drained and sick and sluggish and throwing up and not being able to eat. So for somebody to do that for 2-3 years, just off the strength of, I got to do this for them, like my family, I got to do this. Fuck how I feel, like long nights, stomach pain, headaches, not being able to eat. Like to do that for years on that hand, every 2 weeks, that's some of the strongest shit you could ever witness in your whole life. Like that's stronger than all the people getting shot. That's like, you don't sign up to get shot. You sign up to go through chemotherapy and know you're gonna be in pain and be sick and be down for the rest of your life. And a lot of people wouldn't do that. A lot of people, especially at an older age, like older people, they'll just be like,
it's been a good run.
Yeah, they'll just be like, fuck it, I'll take my chance and I'll just take what's gonna happen. But to sit there and fight at that age and knowing damn well this shit gonna be stressful, this shit gonna be painful, I'm old enough, I wanted to live my life. But knowing damn well you signing up to do the complete opposite, that take a whole lot of an individual to do something like that. A lot. So that's why I just figure I gotta stay strong, keep my eye on the bigger picture, and realize what I be thinking hard, that shit don't be the end of the world for real. Because there's a lot of people who then went through shit way tougher than that I wouldn't even do. And once I realize there's people out there that have been through shit that's way worse than me, and I can look back on the situation and be like, that ain't even that bad. I don't got it as bad as I think I do. And once you realize your situation is not the biggest issue out here, and yours is not as bad as you think it is, that'll make you stronger and be like, you know what? This ain't shit I can fight this. I can do this. I can get past this. And once you get past it, it'll show you and you'll build up that confidence to the end is never the end. And once you realize the end is never the end until you say it is, it's nothing that you can't overcome down here at all. Nothing. So that's how I think about most situations when it comes to an issue or obstacle that I gotta get over that feels like, God damn, this shit finna fuck me up, or this the end, or no. You just gotta sit down and remember the shit that you've seen people go through and you know that they didn't overcame, and compare that to your situation. And once you do, you'll realize a lot of shit is little. It's really a minimal ass obstacle that you didn't overcame compared to some big shit that somebody else did. And that's one of the things that I go back and compare myself to when I think I got it bad. The shit that I didn't watch my dad do. Like, so that's my thought process of when I think I'm going through some shit that's damn near gonna be the end. That it's not really the biggest thing ever.
Yeah, thanks for sharing, man. That's I feel like you grow up real fast.
Oh, for sure, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, and even on that note too, like for your mom losing her husband,
yeah,
and you being a son. I mean, you got siblings, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's a couple of y'all, but still, like, she's not like the man in her life ain't in her life no more. So that changes the dynamic between, you got to show up more for and she's a woman grieving too. So as much as you dealing with it,
she got it. I be feeling like she got it worse. She doing it before me. So at times when I be thinking, that's a perfect example when I think of like, damn, if I feel like this, I can't imagine how she knew the motherfucker 40 years before me. So how the fuck am I to feel like I'm at the end of the road? If I'm at the end of the road, she damn near jumped off that motherfucker already. And that's what really make me shake back and get back in character, because I know certain stuff, like me especially, like I can't display certain shit to my mom because she'll lose her shit.
What you mean?
Like if I'm sad or my mom, like if I was sitting right here, I kid you not, if we was to start talking about some emotional shit and I started to cry, my mom would call my phone. Like my mom can sense like when something wrong with me.
She did.
Like
she already called.
No bullshit. She damn near did already. Like, and it's crazy that she has that type of sense, bro. Like, it don't matter time, day, like, no, I can be in a whole nother state, bro. And something wrong, bro, she'll just randomly text or call or do something like, what you doing? And I could be, and it's crazy because it'll be at the exact time to where I'm down. Like, it'll be the exact time to where I'm thinking about shit. I can't go to sleep, need somebody to talk to, and she'll pop up. And I ain't said nothing to her the whole day. She ain't even, last time she talked to me, I was in the club. Now she texting me at 3 o'clock in the morning like, why you still up? How you know I'm up? I ain't said nothing to you in the past 3 hours. How you know I'm up? Like, and it's just that sense that my mom has. Like, I don't know if it's a mom thing or a parent thing, but she got that shit, like, down to a science, bro. Like, I don't know if it's that she got a lot of us and she really know us like the back of our hand. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, she know when some bad shit finna happen. Like, she could tell us before we go outside some shit finna happen, and the shit happen. Like, spot on. She could say the exact scenario of what's going to happen, and that exact shit happens. I don't know how she do it or what it is, but, and my dad used to do the same shit. My dad would tell us, like, hey, watch, or whatever time some shit supposed to be happening, get your ass out the way, or you gonna, motherfuckers is right in the shit. Thinking, nah, you don't know what you're talking about. Nah, we cool, whatever. 10 minutes later, the exact shit they said was gonna happen. And it's like that every fucking time. So, once I realized, like, I had to leave her out of certain shit and deal with the shit on my own, because she'll, like, I don't live by my parents. I live like 2 hours away. My parents, my mom will drive 2 hours away, bro. Literally drive 2 hours away. Just, like, if I don't answer the phone, she don't play that shit. She will get in her car and drive 2 hours away and be at my shit, in the house. If I don't answer, she calling my job. If I don't answer, she calling the last person I was with. And if that don't work, she's somewhere driving around trying to find out what's going on. Like, and that's just how I know, like, certain shit, like my mental, that's something I gotta do. To leave her out of it, because I need to be able to help her with her own mental, which is way worse than mine.
She gonna worry.
She gonna worry. She can't fix her own mental worrying about mine. So that's something that I gotta separate and realize I can't put my burdens on her when she already got the biggest thing in her life on her back. The past 2-3 years, she done lost her mom. She done lost her sister. She done lost her husband. Like, she done lost more than, I've only lost my grandma, my auntie, and my dad. But on the flip side, she lost her husband, her mom, and her sister. When I compare those two, that's worse from my point of view. Because I only know them because of her. Mm-hmm. And she's known them her whole life, damn near. So once I realized that other people's burdens, like my mom's, are worse than mine, I learned to separate what I need to keep to myself and what I need to share. And once I figured that out, I figured out how to be there. And I learned how to be there for myself, to learn what I can do on my own and what I might actually need some help with. And 9 times out of 10, most of the shit you can do by yourself. Once you realize, damn, do I really want to take it to a motherfucker who already got the world on their back already? Or do I just want to sit down and figure this shit out myself? And once I started figuring that out, it started getting a little easier. Just a little bit. Once I realized that I could hold back and fix my own shit to be there for her more and see that it makes a change for her and happier and takes some of the stuff off her shoulders, that make me feel a little better. That make me ease up the load on myself to know that I'm doing something to ease the shit on her back. Mm-hmm. And once I get there, I'm straight. Same go with my siblings. Like, my siblings, we all link up with each other once a week. We go out together. We make sure everybody good. Like, that's fine. And my mom, she don't really go. She go out with us for, like, birthdays and shit like that and have fun with us whenever we invite her out type shit or she feel like going. But that same, like, I feel like the closest thing to my dad for my mom is me. So I feel like it's certain little shit that I gotta do, like, to let her know, like, it's cool. Like, they do, like, little date shit. Like, I take her out, like, her birthdays and shit, like, do something for her like he used to do, or just do little shit to remind her of you not in it alone. to remind her, like, he not gone, I'm still here. Not to say I'm a replacement, but I'm a living action of what you made with him. And if you ever want to think or remember him or do something, most of the time you can't think of me, because I am a spitting image of my dad. So,
in what way?
from the smart ass mouth to the goddamn, the looks, like the way I talk, like, I don't think it's a day go by my mom be like, boy, you just like your dad, da, 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 da. Like, and I do this, we went to like a not a memorial, but like a banquet that his church had like 2 weeks ago. And I dressed up as my dad. And everybody told me, boy, your ass look just like your dad. Da, 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 da. And my mom loved that shit. Like, I had on his hat, I had on his fucking jacket, trench coat, and some more shit. And they like, damn, boy, your ass look like your daddy. Like, so my mom like little reminders, like shit like that, to be like, okay, that's our son. I see you in him. I could see you living through him. So if she sees that every now and then, she'll be all right. Not gonna say she gonna be fixed or healed, but she definitely feel a lot better than what she did without it. Like, if I just go disappear and crawl into my own little tunnel and I don't talk to her, or I don't come around, or I just distance myself, that should eat her ass up alive. She wouldn't even let me do that shit. Like, I went to Houston like the beginning of October. I was there for 3 weeks. Her birthday was coming up. I wasn't gonna come back. My whole family came to Houston, and we spent my mom's birthday in Houston. Like, as long as you got the circle and family to show up for you when somebody can sense something wrong, I really don't think there's nothing you can't get over in this world, bro. Like, nothing. Like, if I was to leave here and go to my house, if I don't pick up my phone or call or do nothing for the rest of the day, their ass will be there by the night, blowing my shit down. Once I don't answer at least 2-3 times, somebody on the way. From my sisters, my brother, my mom, on down. Somebody gonna be on the way to my location. So, luckily, I just got the circle to be able to lean on them when I am fucked up, to be able to hurry up and shake back and realize this ain't shit I can't handle. So, that's how I deal with majority of my situations, for sure.
Yeah, thanks for sharing, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's you definitely blessed. I was at church today. They were just talking about Thanksgiving, because we got Thanksgiving coming up, and then just like be grateful for the little things, breath.
Oh, for sure.
Light, but then you be grateful for the family who
yeah,
you could
for
lean
sure.
on when you fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And bro, I know people, they don't got that.
Yeah.
I don't even got that to that extent. You feel me? So just letting you know, you blessed, bro. You really blessed to have family like that. And it's at first it wasn't making sense. You feel me? Because like you were saying this stuff, I'm like, damn, how you not breaking down, bro?
Yeah.
But it's like you got that support system.
Oh, yeah,
you done worked through a lot of that.
Yeah.
Already. You feel me? Because a lot of times you keep it bottled up.
Yeah, and
then that's when you crash out.
Yeah, that's how it be. That's how I used to be. That's really,
because you're able to really communicate it clearly.
For sure.
You feel me?
If you would have called me like 2-3 months ago, man, hell no. I probably would have said, cut this shit. I would have walked off or some shit. But now I done been through the trials and tribulations. I didn't understand my emotions more fully and reached out. So yeah, I definitely got more control over it now, for sure. I can openly talk about it. Back then I'd be like, nah, I'm good. I don't feel like talking. But now I feel like I got enough control over it. Now it's not controlling me. I can express and share what I went through to make it make sense to the next person. So yeah, for sure.
You did that work, and it shows. Yeah, man. We gonna switch it up a little bit though. A couple things I want to talk about. Like, so my cousin, he's in the Navy, and I grew up with him, so I know he was this annoying little kid, like always playing games, teasing. And then I'm gonna Snapchat this man. Hit the gym.
Yeah.
You feel me? He's still weaker than me. We not gonna give him too much, but I still beat your ass, Donnell. Quit playing. You know what I'm saying? They think they all tough, man.
Oh no, he might hire you. He might hire you.
Hey, we gonna cut that. We gonna cut that part. But I'm proud of him though. I'm proud of him for sure. I'm always see him as my little cousin because I got like 10 years of him. I'm always see him as my little cousin, but he doing his thing. You feel me? But I can tell he's changed. He's grown up a lot. Yeah. So kind of like, what did the Navy teach you as far as like? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Maybe not too much though, because it seemed like you grew up in a law enforcement family. Oh, yeah. So maybe that was not too much of a culture shock, but like kind of what gems did you take away from being in the Navy?
One of the biggest things I probably accepted from the Navy is no matter where you are or what you do, we live in a white man's world. 1,000%. I think that's one of the biggest things that I've probably accepted from that. And that's probably one of the best things that I've probably learned since I've been out of the Navy.
Why?
Being black, bro, I ain't gonna lie, and trying to get in certain like career fields and do certain shit, bro, is damn near frowned upon, bro. Like, let's just say being in law enforcement with fucking dreads, bro. How frowned upon do you think that shit is, bro? Compared to a white buzz cut dude that walk in the door and I walk in right behind them. They damn near would have told my ass, blacks over there, and would have not even let me in the door. So it's just, once you realize, like, bro, a lot of society shit is built up for the white man, and you realize you have to take those extra steps and you got to do something more to get in that same position that the white person is in that didn't have to do nothing, you will realize a lot of shit will make you have to move different. Like, you can't do what they do. Like, let's say, for example, it's a white officer or a black officer. White officer can go out, do what they want, get rolled up 1,000 times, get DUIs, get all kind of. The first time you slip up, you damn near don't have a pen on your shit. The first time you come in late, that's your ass. You get so boxed in with the color difference to where it's almost as if you can't even go to work and be yourself. You got to go to work and work to the white man standards. Because if you don't, they going to always find a reason to flunk you out of there. They going to find a reason to prove you not fit. No, but if most black people change their mindset or change it from, oh, I got the job, or I can get this job because X, Y, and Z, and change it from, let me do the same thing or give them the same image that the white man give them for me to get in the door just like he did, a lot of shit would be different. A lot of shit would be different. Especially here. Like, law enforcement jobs here, they gonna want the white man in the door regardless. Sad to say. That's just how it is. But at the same token, as a black man, it is certain things that you can and can't do for you to get the same leverage as that. Like fucking having tattoos all down your arm, fucking dreads, all kind of shit. Like, it's certain stuff that you can still play off to give them that image of, okay, this still might be one of the black guys we can't accept. Versus a black guy with no tattoos, low cut, waves, looking nice cut, no facial hair, or just a much, whatever the case might be. Versus the one with dreads, fucking beard, tattoos all the way down to his wrist, leg tatted
black
up,
and black.
who fills in the rest of the stereotype for them for the white man. When you leave that stereotype blank most of the time, they don't have much to go off of. But when you show up and present yourself with all the blanks filled in, they judging you based off all the stereotypes that you already just gave them. But if you show up and don't show them none of that shit, they don't have much to do off you black. That's all they got. But once you show up with all the other shit, speeding tickets, you got a fucking domestic charge, you got tattoos all the way down your wrist, you got dreads is one of the big ones. It is definitely one of the big ones. And most of the time nowadays, they make you cut your hair just to even get on their shit.
Law enforcement.
Absolutely. They make you cut your hair back down you ain't got to be bald, but you definitely got to cut your shit down to like a fro or some shit. Like, it can't be no hanging shit. It can't be none of that. So they definitely trying to change, and that's another reason that shows they're trying to limit the black people that's getting in, because the only people who got long hair is the black dudes with dreads. All the white dudes got buzz cuts and maybe some little curly or the slick back or something. Why would they change one of the requirements to be, oh, you can't have no hair hanging down, etc., past a certain length? The only people who has that hanging down are the black people.
It's a way to be racist without
Exactly. It's a way to limit your audience by setting certain rules and regulations that will stop them from even coming in the door without you putting a color on it. Because don't know white people really got no, besides the girls, don't know white dudes really got no long hair hanging past their ear.
And it's not the type trying to be police officers. It's hippies.
Exactly. So for them to make rules and regulations like that, you can clearly see the audience that they're targeting that they don't want to come in the door. So when you look at it like that, you like, damn, I got to cut my hair just to do the same thing he doing, just because my appearance, just because the stereotype that y'all living up to, or that y'all think that everybody abide by. Because if we take the stereotypes of a black man and a white man, I think the white man stereotype in the facts, they done did a lot more crazier shit than the stereotype of a black man. Mm-hmm. There's a lot more stereotypes of a white man, school shootings, and some more shit.
That's bad.
I don't think I've seen one black man doing a school shooting. Ever. Not that I know of, and I've been alive to hear about many. I have yet to see the stereotype of a black man being in one of them. But we the ones that they don't want in these positions, which will never make sense to me. Ever. They let the white man in that do drugs and coke and all kind of shit. But just because he's white, all that gets swept under the rug. If a white man walked in with the same exact background as the black man, the white man would get in before the black man. For sure. And they could have the same exact background. The white man getting in based off just because he don't have the stereotype behind him of being a black man. And once people realize that, and you realize there's certain shit that you can and can't do, or don't give them what they looking for, you setting yourself back for sure. Like me, I just refuse to let a job define who I am. So let's just say a job say, oh, you can't have tattoos, you can't have. My job is only where I work at. Why is my job able to define who I am in my personal life? If in my personal life I want to have tattoos, dreads, and some more shit, why am I not able to do that? Because you want to tell me how and what I can do outside of your work establishment? That's bullshit. Now I get if it's something like professional wise where I'm representing X, Y, and Z, cool. But to say a hairstyle is something that I can't have, I feel like that's too far. And I feel like that's only targeted for the black audience. 1,000%. Because they even go so far into detail to where they say it can't be over your ears, it can't go past your collar. Like, they specify it to where it's specifically targeted for like dudes with dreads. Like, and once they specify it down to the detail, you don't have no choice but to cut your shit. So they either gonna give you the option, you can cut your shit, or you could just leave. And 9 times out of 10, bro, I know so many people that enjoy law enforcement and they just have to cut their hair. People that have been growing their hair their whole life, like dreads down to their fucking back, bro. And they had to cut it just because they wanted a better life for themselves. So now in society, just because I'm black, now I have to cut my hair to fit your needs of what you want me to look like. Even though I have the qualifications and I have everything that I need for this job, I have to look how you want me to look. And that's the bullshit way of them saying, I know some of them black motherfuckers not gonna do it. So that's how we gonna eliminate some of their ass, because they not gonna want to cut their hair just for a job. And that's where a lot of people, I know a lot of people who didn't cut their shit just because they didn't want to go in no more. Once they gave them the choice of, all right, yeah, now it's time to cut your hair, we gonna give you the job though, but you gotta cut your hair though. A lot of people said no. And I don't fault them for it either, because I don't feel like a lot of people should have to change their physical appearance of who they are, because a lot of people, hair is their appearance, that's who they are. So making somebody change their personal appearance of how they view themselves just to fit your needs of the white man is diabolical. And I really don't feel like that should even be legal for real. Like in Texas, they have an actual law that says you can't make nobody cut their hair for a job.
And we be calling Texas racist.
Yeah, Texas has an actual law. Like, it's some shit about like locks or some shit. Like, you cannot make nobody cut their hair based off
for any job.
For any job. You cannot make, like, law enforcement, whatever it is, you cannot make them cut their hair for the job. It's an actual law about that shit. That's exactly why I was thinking about moving there, for sure. Just because I know here they ain't got no shit like that. A job here tell you to cut your shit, you got to cut your shit. Or don't have a job. So.
My question is, how did you get on with your hair?
My hair wasn't like this. So that's the other trick. Like, this would also make it dumb as hell. You gotta cut it to get in, but once you in, you can have it.
What?
That's how it go. You gotta cut your hair to get in, but once you in, you can have it.
That's crazy.
That's just their way of basically trying to tell a motherfucker, you gonna do what I say. Right in the door. That's their way of saying, nigga, this is my world, not yours.
It's like to emasculate you.
They just like in the military, like when everybody first go in, everybody get a buzz cut. Everybody get the same hairstyle. Everybody get a 1 against the grain. Every male in
Navy too.
Every branch. As soon as you get in boot camp, everybody get a 1 against the grain. Everybody. So everybody is equal. That's their mindset of it. But here law enforcement, I don't understand their mindset of it. Because it's not like you telling everybody to go get a bald ass head. You're not. If that was the case, maybe it'd make more sense. But you're not. You're only saying the people who have dreads have to cut their hair. They might as well put it in those specific terms. Like if you got dreads,
just keep it about.
Yeah, that might as well be what they say. If you have dreads, you have to cut your hair. But once you graduate, you can put your shit back in. Now, how the fuck that makes sense?
So it's not no safety, no. It's just
how that makes sense. They try to make it safety wise, like oh, it could be pulled, like while you got work, etc. But now I can see that. But there are definitely hairstyles, protective hairstyles, to where it's not.
You can put it in the bun. You can put it in a.
It's so much shit to where it's not violating the regular. Like anybody with dreads, you can get a hairstyle to where your hair not hanging in your face, it's not hanging past your ear, or it's not hanging over your collar. Like there are hairstyles that you can do for it to not violate the regulations. Because the rule book really says it can't be hanging in your face, past your ears, and over your shoulder, or your shirt collar. So if I have a style in mind that I can do to where it don't violate none of those, why do I have to cut my hair?
It's deeper than that.
Because y'all don't like the look of it. Because of the stereotype that Chicago has with black dudes and dreads. Because that's really where it came from. Because 2-3 years ago, you didn't have to cut your hair.
What?
Yeah, 2-3 years ago, you didn't have to cut your hair. Now you do.
But as a society, you would think we're getting more.
Oh, no, they still don't like that shit because of the stereotype that black dudes with dreads have in Chicago.
Like Chief Keef.
Yeah, like the stereotype that Chicago has built with people with dreads is disgusting. Like people will look at somebody with dreads and automatically just think, oh, it's a YN or he's an ain't shit ass dude, etc. Unless they have something to think otherwise. And that's just the sad truth about Chicago. Like if I was in Arizona or Texas or some shit, you wouldn't be viewed like that just because you have dreads. But here, and I ain't gonna lie, I see it too. I used to see it before I got dreads. When I was younger and I saw motherfuckers dress, I'm like, this nigga. Like, keep my distance away from this motherfucker. I seen it. So I see what people view about people with dreads, because I don't know what it is, but I feel it too. Because there's certain people with them where you like,
you making us look bad.
That's that shit they be talking about. But then there's also some like that got shit going on, like it's just a hairstyle. They just want the hairstyle. Like a lot of people then took their time to grow their hair and did all of this shit, and they like, bro, that's just who I am. I decided to grow my hair out, lock my hair up, and people don't understand that's a real life process, bro. Like I don't think people release. I didn't understand that shit until I did it. Like that ain't no shit you just wake up and say, I'm finna lock my shit. That shit take months to years for you to actually do. So you want somebody who then dedicated months and years to some shit in their life that they wanted for themselves just because you don't like how it look. Fuck no. That shit is ridiculous to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't like that shit at all.
No, I feel that. Before you wrap up, though, I want to talk about like two more things. Like I want to talk about the Cowboy stuff, and two, like just like with the whole police stuff, 2020, George Floyd. I mean, it's always been fuck the police. We get that. But it got worse kind of with that stuff, right? So kind of like, and you grew up in it, you feel me? So you probably have a different perspective, but kind of like how do you because like again, we talked about how we was at the show, House of Blues. You feel me? Like we in the same kind of scene where it's a lot of people who don't be on some fuck the police. You know what I'm saying? So how do you kind of navigate both worlds? So where it's like, you know what I'm saying? But then like, I respect you. I respect everybody for who they are.
Yeah.
How they treat me. I don't go off of you could wear whatever you want. Like man to man, how that's how I respect
on who
somebody.
you are, not what you do.
Exactly. But it's people who.
Yeah,
right off rip, you go,
you know what?
Get him out of here.
Yeah. People
you feel
like
me?
that for sure.
I'm sure you dealt with that. Kind of how do you navigate those two worlds?
So really, the key thing is really keeping your work life and your personal life on, not even on two different pages in two different books. That's how you got to navigate your regular life and your work life, bro. Like you can't even have them in the same book on different pages. You got to move like two different people in both of those environments, because it's like, once you try to connect both of those in the same book, even on different pages, from the outside, people looking in, it's all one book. And they'll try to connect what you do in your personal life and connect it to your work life. And some shit that people do in their personal life might not be I wouldn't do that shit if I was at work. Or I wouldn't be nowhere near this motherfucker. Or I'd be stopping these motherfuckers if I was at work. Or I would be doing something to stop the shit that's going on if I was at work. But off the clock, I'm right there with them. Off the clock, I'm one of the people that they looking at. And they wouldn't even know. So that's just like it was like the Glizzy video I was telling you about. I was at the music video, cool, whatever. By the luck of the fucking Irish, I'm the car that get boxed in. Out of all the cars, there's hella Hellcats, there's hella everything there, bro. I'm the lucky motherfucker that got boxed in. So, of course, CPD thinking like, we gotta, because here, once again, Hellcats are known, they have a bad reputation. They either stolen, they something. So, them automatically thinking every time they see one, I got me a collar. I got some. We finna find some on this car. So, we had the music video, everybody got cameras out, all this other shit. Man, motherfucker walked up to my window. I ain't even give him a chance to talk. I pulled out my badge and showed him. All right, never mind, go. But mind you, we in the midst of a music video and people recording, streaming, YouTubing. So now the shit then got on TikTok and some more shit. And now it's like headliners out there like, Chicago police officer gets pulled over, boxed in by CPD. Like, Chicago undercover in the music. Like, the shit, bro, that shit had like the shit didn't have millions of views, bro. Next thing I knew, that shit got back to work, bro. And I'm like, first off, they don't even know where I work at. Like, but just because of the job, seeing the title of it, they like, bro, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing? But whole time, usually when somebody in law enforcement get pulled over, they show their badge to show like, I'm not who you think I am before you even get yourself riled up thinking you finna get something. Like, everybody in law enforcement, when they get pulled over, bro, they show their badge or their ID immediately, because that de-escalate from whatever they was even finna tell you 9 times out of 10. Like, if they was finna say, you was thieving, you show them your shit, they're gonna be like, all right, whatever, slow down, good, you cool. But if you hold back that information, that shit probably gonna go further. They're gonna get to looking into you. They're gonna basically wasting you and their time, especially if you ain't do nothing. Like me, I get pulled over all the time. Hellcat, plates, no plate, fronted windshield tinted. Like, they think they finna get something. So, of course, I'm quick to, I'm like, before y'all even think y'all finna get something, this ain't even now. I ain't who y'all think I am. But the way that the way that social media took my personal life and my job translated that to my work life, that shows you that everything you do in your personal life, you can't keep that and have it broadcasted for a way for your work life to get back to you. You can't. And even though you think they won't find out, they will. Like, some jobs will look at you crazy. Like, just like right now, my job will look at me crazy as fuck if I walk into work like this right now. Grills, chains, watches, and some more. They look at me like, bro, what the fuck is you doing? Even if I'm on my free time. They're painted as you trying to portray a different image than what you really are.
But who said that's who I am?
That's because most jobs, they want your job to be your image and who you are to be second. And once you realize that they do that shit in everything that you do, you learn to limit where you go, what you post, who you let see you, or who you let know what you actually do. Once you realize that, that's a perfect way to realize how to separate your work life and your personal life. Once you realize you got to learn to keep those two things separate and keep certain people and things out of the mix. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of people wouldn't know where I worked at, even in the video that they posted.
That, yeah.
Never. They would never. People didn't think I'm a rapper. They didn't thought I was all kind of shit, like from up to down. I'm like, ain't no. Like when I go out of state, I definitely don't tell them. I tell them I do like Twitch or something. I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm just a streamer. I'll be rapping. I'll be just tell them whatever the fuck make it sound good. But a few people here that actually know me, they still wouldn't know if I didn't tell them, or they caught me at work or something like that. So you just got to learn how to keep those two things separate. And once you see how separate and how detrimental it is that you keep them separate, because the connection that they can make from your personal life and your work life can actually bite you in the ass, then you'll be like, all right, certain shit I just can't do no more. I ain't did a music video since then.
Damn.
Like, I'm talking about, bro, that shit was, and I'm talking about the shit was so crazy, bro. I'm talking about I walked in, they had pictures of me printed out on paper with my chain on.
Bruh.
Say the chain, they said my chain was gang affiliated because it has my initials on it. They said it had the words gang affiliation with AD. Knowing my fucking initials AD.
Come on.
The car, they saying the car is a highly known gang car. Like, bro, they said all kind of crazy shit, bro. Just based off the shit I do on my personal time, bro. Which, mind you, don't connect nowhere near back to them at all. This is something they all put together. They all put all this together and said, like, yeah, possible gang affiliation. And I'm like, that shit is crazy. Y'all didn't have no possible gang. As long as the time I've been working here. Now, because I go do a music video on the low end on my free time, now you starting to have these questions about me all of a sudden. So that's why I just really stepped away from all that Chicago shit. That's why I don't go outside Chicago no more, bro. I don't kick it here no more. Every time I want to go outside, I go to Houston, bro. That's the spot that I go to. Like, I go to Houston more than I go anywhere. Like, damn near once a month, bro. Like, because I just can't go outside here. Like, it's just not the same.
It's too hot.
The environment outside just not the same. Like,
yeah, what you mean?
Bro, I went to a napkins war, bro. They charged $40 for a little ass stack of napkins, bro.
Paper
napkins, gang. They charged $40 for them bitches.
That's some bullshit.
Houston has an actual, who they're trying to mimic. Houston has the actual napkin wars. Like, that's who came up with it. Bro, you get a whole fucking roll of the napkins that come with your section, and they give you like 2 or 3 of them bitches for free. So you telling me here, on top of my section that I just spent $2,000, $3,000 for, I have to pay to throw the napkins? I'm paying you to give me some napkins and I'm finna throw in the air. Where the originators of it in Houston, you telling me I get a whole fucking bag of napkins and I can throw them free of charge, and it came with my section, but y'all here charging? And the scenery just not the same at all. Like, I know I can go to Houston, I could stay up and stay outside from now until the same time tomorrow with no issue. None whatsoever. Never had an altercation in Houston. I ain't never got into it with nobody in Houston. Nothing. Here, you can go out and just be walking and like get into it with somebody. That's the environment. Is not it's more of a friendly environment in Houston. Like, you feel like you're able to be yourself there. Like 1,000%, I could walk around like this all day in Houston with no problem. I ain't worried about nobody watching me, coming after me. Here, you damn near take your shirt off once you get back out the door and put your shit back in your pocket or your bag or something. Just because you know it's people watching, they looking.
Even downtown.
Even downtown. Even downtown didn't got bad here. Like, you can't even walk around downtown. You can't leave your car parked downtown. Like, you got to have somebody down there watching my car right now. Just because I knew I couldn't just leave my shit right there. I had somebody come sit there and watch my car.
Damn.
Just because I know downtown, not how downtown used to be no more. Downtown used to be one of the safe spots. And now, nowhere in Chicago is. whether it's in Oak Brook, Naperville, wherever you want. Nowhere here is okay, now I can relax, unless you in the four walls of your home. That's the only place you can relax. Other than that, you gotta always be watching over your shoulder, seeing who watching you. It's just too much to where you just it's too much unsafe things that happen here for you to be able to relax. And it's no matter where you at, and that's the sad part. You can't go nowhere here in Chicago to where you just like, oh, I'm gonna kick my feet up. I ain't gotta bring my gun with me. I ain't gotta do this. It's nowhere you can go. And Houston is the complete opposite. Like, I go outside and be in Houston all day long, and I've never, ever had an instance with nobody ever in Houston. I just spent in total, probably like 3 months in Houston just this summer, and I've never got into it with nobody, never had an altercation, nothing. Car ain't never got touched, none of that. So I just feel like it's two different atmospheres from living here and living probably anywhere other than Chicago. Besides maybe like St. Louis or Detroit or some shit like that. Or Atlanta or some shit.
Baltimore.
Yeah, some shit that's damn near just like Chicago. When you move out of the environments that's just like Chicago or damn near a spitting image, then you start to see like Arizona, like Cali. When
Miami.
When you go to spots like that, you'd be like, damn, bro, I damn near ain't gotta lock my car. I can leave my shit unlocked. I know ain't nothing gonna happen to it. So that's why I like going other places, and I don't go out here at all, bro. Like, you can't, unless it's somebody close to me birthday or we going out for some family shit. I'm not going outside here, bro. You can't pay me.
I know that's right. I wanted to get into the Cowboy shit, but I got another podcast coming up. We got to spin the block, and I want to spin the block, and then I want to have like a Cowboy talk too. You feel me? Because I feel like we just scratched the surface.
Yeah. So how that started was my cousin Von the Cowboy. High school, he like 2-3 years older than me. So in high school, he was really getting into it. Like, he started gathering up the horses. He started doing all the steer wrestling and all that shit. I'm like,
damn.
So mind you, I didn't graduate yet, but then I remember I had left to the military. So I didn't get a chance to really dwell in it, like the exact timing type shit. So when I came back, I'm like, man, let me get back into that shit, because that shit was peaceful. That was some shit that's different. And I never wanted to be just like nobody else. So I always wanted to do something that stood me apart from the next person. Like, me and this dude standing right next to each other. Oh, what you do? Oh, I just play basketball. What you? Oh, I ride horses and some more shit. Oh, damn, you. It gives you more of a leverage of a conversation starter, or more of it gives people a different viewpoint on you. Like, oh, he willing to do something different. He don't want to be like nobody else. He does do different shit. And that's gotten me a lot of places sometimes, because it's been a lot of places I've been. They like, bro, what the fuck? Like, your ass ride horses and some more. Oh, I want to learn. Like, people will pay you to like teach them how to ride horses. They'll set up like, some people will pay you just to come look at the horse. Like, people just want to come look at it. Some people want to rent the horses out. You could bring them to some of the events. So, and that's really what Avante do a lot. So he really locking in, and he does a lot of stuff. He gets sponsorships, like from Chance the Rapper. Like,
he really, inspo for real,
for sure. Like, he definitely a big ass face for Cowboys in Chicago, hands down. If not the biggest, he's top 3 biggest.
I would say in Chicago.
Yeah,
for sure.
If he's not the biggest, he's the top 3 biggest Cowboy influencer for black dudes in Chicago, for sure, hands down. And I've watched him day by day by doing the content, going to the rodeos out of state, like making a name for himself. That show, like, that's something that people really are willing to see, because you don't see that a lot. And once I got into it and started seeing, like, damn, this shit really bringing a lot of attention. Like, when people find out, like, oh, damn, you ride horses, when the next rodeo? Like people will come pay to watch the other rodeo. And it's just, living in Chicago, it gives you that peace that you won't find. 1,000%. Like, I actually lied earlier when I said there's nowhere you can go and just put your car down. The barn where your horse is at is that place where you can go and don't have to worry about nothing, bro. Like, and once you get your own horse and you get that connection, no matter what you go through, bro. Like, when I first lost my dad a couple months ago, the first place I went was to go see my horse. That was the first place I went the very next morning. Like, the shit happened at like 1 a.m. at by 6 o'clock in the morning, I was on my way to go see my horse. And if you have your horse long enough and y'all have that connection, my horse knew something had happened.
What you mean?
Like, when I walked in the door, my horse was acting a fool. Because mind you, I'm fucked up. This is 4-5 hours after I just watched my dad die. So I'm fucked up. The horse sensed I'm fucked up. And the horse is acting in a fucked up ass manner. Like, I'm upset. The horse was upset as fuck. Like, my horse is doing shit that he don't even usually do. My horse running around, stumping, kicking doors and some more shit. And I'm playing, like, music in the back. I'll show you the video after.
Yeah.
Like, you could tell that he felt what I felt. And he was high. Like, my dad entertained my horse as well. Like, anything I did, my dad entertained it. Like, my dad came to my rodeos, whether he walked, whether he had to be, like, after his brain. I had a rodeo in April. My dad had brain surgery in May. He came to my rodeo in April that was 2 hours away. Still got the shit on his head, can't even walk. We had to push him into the shit just for him to come see. Like, and he done been up to the barn with me a couple times, so he always asked, like, hey, how your horse doing? Da, 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 da. Like, he was always involved in the shit that I was involved. So the horse knew my dad. So that day I got up there that morning at like 7 o'clock in the morning, that motherfucker was livid. Like, I couldn't even go near him. That's how bad it was.
That's your horse.
And it's my horse. That's how bad it was. Like, I couldn't even grab him. As soon as I opened the door to let him out, I acted a complete fucking fool, bro. And you can hear, like, he blowing hard as hell, stumping, like, making noise, like, just upset as fuck. Like, and that showed me, because usually when I do be upset and it be like some shit that I don't want to talk to nobody about, I'll go up to the barn. Like, it been days to where I done slept, like, in the stall with the horse. Like, on the floor. In the middle of all that shit, whatever, I done slept right there on the floor. And horses really be attentive to the person that owns them, bro. Like, a lot of people say, oh, he could sit on you, he could do that. Bro, once you form that bond with your horse wouldn't dare to flap their hair in your direction if you lay on the floor. Like, you could lay on the floor in a little ass space and your horse won't touch you. He'll lay there. As a matter of fact, he will even lay on you. Like, that's just something I think a lot of people have never experienced, bro. To form a bond with a big ass animal and for your animal to trust you in a capacity of, I'm gonna lay on this floor, and then your horse lay down with you and lay their head on top of you. That sound like some, what's that show? Yellowstone shit. But once you actually experience some peaceful ass shit like that, bro, it ain't nothing that compared to that, bro. Nothing at all. And you just know that your horse looking up to you and look towards you as, you know what? I trust you. And once you can trust your horse as well, it's a lot of shit. That's how the rodeo shit start. You got to build that trust with your horse to be able to trust your horse. Like, we finna run around this thing. I need you to do this, or we need to go this way. You need to make this cut. Like, that's something that you got to actually put work in and do. And that's what Vontae really take. Like, he take his time and put his pride into that shit. Like, he'd go get a brand new ass horse, bad as hell. Like, don't nobody listen to. By the time he's done with that horse be following him around with nothing on. He could damn near tell that motherfucker, sit, stay, turn around and some more shit with nothing on him. Like, and that's something that a lot of people admire. That's why so many people are trying to be like him.
He a leader.
It's so many people trying to copy what he do. It's so many people trying to mimic what he does because they starting to see, like, damn, that's actually some shit like a lot of people really want to do. And that's some shit that, damn, that's different. He from Chicago. Damn, I ride horses too. Let me start trying to do the shit that he do. But at the end, that's not going to work because you're not him. So once I got up under his wing with all the rodeo shit and the cowboy shit and all of that, I seen the different aspects and views on life that he had just from the cowboy shit. And mind you, he worked regular job like everybody else. But that cowboy life is definitely something different while living in Chicago, where it gives you a different aspect of Chicago for sure. Because I done met a lot of motherfuckers who didn't ride horse that I didn't even think there was any people in Chicago that do that shit.
But man, he opened me up to a new world.
Literally, bro, it's hundreds of people here that do that shit. They just not putting themselves out there like he is, so it can be known. And if a lot of people, more people did that, Chicago would start coming up as more of people riding horses and shit in Chicago. Instead of it being, bro, what the fuck you doing? Ain't no way you ride a horse. Like, if you bring that shit up, like every time I bring it up to somebody, they're like, bro, get your dumb ass out of here. You don't got no fucking horse. Like, it would be more of a profound thing for people to hear about horses in Chicago if more people put themselves out like he do. But the stuff that he doing and the way he not just doing it for himself, like he do shit for schools, he do shit like voluntary, like non-profit shit for kids to come up there and learn how to ride horses, and he trying to more get Chicago more involved and more in tune with the cowboy scene. So that's how I actually got into it when I seen it was bigger than just, oh, I got a horse, I'm finna go ride. It's a deeper meaning behind having a horse in Chicago and actually trying to claim yourself as being a cowboy in Chicago. Because Texas got cowboys all day long. But it's not a big thing because
it's Texas.
It's Texas. But here, when you a cowboy and you got so much other shit that you doing that's involved in that, like kids, you doing the shit for families, you doing this shit for like people who ain't never, like I said, it's been a lot of people that been to rodeos that told us, I've never seen a black person ride a horse. Like, just for you to give the people the chance to experience some shit they never seen before or done. Like, people want, oh, can I ride with your horse? Go ahead, come on, you ain't never rode him, come on, let's go. So to give people that chance and opportunity to be like, damn, this some cool ass shit. Like, I want to get my son to do it. I want to get my daughter to do it. Like, every time we go out and people see us, somebody always want to get their kid into it. They know somebody who want to get into it, or they want to come to their school and they want to do like a little event to have the horses. It's just so many different ways that it can give you more opportunities to put yourself back out there. But at the same time, as you're putting yourself out there, you're putting back into somebody else. So that's what the cowboy scene here, that's what Monte and we all trying to get it into, for it to be not just so much as we just trying to put ourselves out there. It's more so of a, I'm going to put myself out there, but I'm also going to give back to the people that I'm putting myself out there to, which is Chicago. So that shit really, it's some shit. You get hurt, it's dangerous. I done tore my damn ACL, my MCL, because my damn horse then flipped up and fell on me and shit. But it's dangerous as fuck for sure. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not nothing you can just wake up and say, oh, I'm finna go start doing this. No, it's some shit that you really gotta, and that's how you know the difference between people who just get up and say, oh, I'm a cowboy, da da da. You could see that on people, whether it's from the clothes they wear or the way that they ride. You can tell from, but to you don't really know shit.
I don't really know like that.
You can see a motherfucker with boots, belt buckle, and a hat on. You like, oh damn, that's a cowboy. Whole time he got on some no-name brand-ass boots, fake-ass belt buckle, and a fake shirt. A real cowboy can look at that motherfucker and be like, his ass just, he got an outfit on. Or people who get on their horse and really can't ride their horse, you can tell that shit. Like, people who really do it, like, we can tell the difference, like, they're like a perpetrator to me. And people can sometimes really tell when they look at you and be like, oh, nah, you do that shit for real. Like, you really be out riding your horse in the boondocks and picking up shit and some more shit. Like, oh, okay, you do that shit for real. Let me get your contact information. Let's X, Y, and Z. So I feel like that's a good way to do some positive shit like in Chicago. And that was another thing, big thing. And I think that's why Babante picked up on it so bad, because it's a big positive ass thing. There's actually no negative that can come out of it. There's never been no negative shit at none of the bonfires. There's never been no negative shit at the rodeos. Nothing as bad has ever happened from anything rodeo related that I've ever been to.
I can attest to that.
Ever. Like, even when people been drinking drunk as hell late at night, big ass fires going 2-3 o'clock in the morning, everybody, nothing negative has ever happened in Chicago, even still, at a rodeo event. I don't know no other place that can claim that nothing negative has happened in Chicago. Churches then got shot up before. Funerals then got shot up before. Hospitals, police stations. I don't think there's no establishment that can say, oh, nothing negative ever happened here before. But there has yet to be a single rodeo in Chicago that something negative has came from it. Ever. That's one place I can say Chicago has always came together and nothing negative has ever happened. And they kept it at what it was supposed to be at face value. An event to show people, showcase shit, and bring people together. I've never seen nothing negative happen at no rodeo I've ever been at in the past 4 years. So that's why I also like getting into the rodeo stuff, because it's a positive thing. I don't see no negative outcome. I ain't gonna say it ain't gonna be. I'm gonna say yet. I ain't seen nothing yet. But as far as I'm concerned, it's not even no room for nothing negative to happen there. Everybody to get a good time, learn something, watch people race their horses, jump off their horse, ride bulls. Like, it's nothing negative at all from that. And that's one of the very few things that Chicago needs. And I wish it was on a bigger platform than what it is right now. Because Chicago could actually use some shit like that. Because there's nothing else people can say. Let's go do them. We ain't got to worry about nothing. Go to the Bulls game. Motherfuckers acting a fool at the Bulls game. Let's go to a football game. Shit happen at the football game. Like, it's nothing that sets that pace for the environment and the atmosphere like a rodeo does. No hostility, no nothing negative. That's one of the best places to be. Especially in Chicago if you want to just find something peaceful and you know ain't nothing gonna happen. So that's why I enjoy doing it, for sure.
Hey Dizzy, it's been a pleasure, dog.
You too, my brother.
Man, this has been an amazing podcast. Before we wrap up, how can you reach you on socials and what final words do you have?
My Instagram is only Adizzy. My final words, man. What that shit I said earlier was. Oh. Like I said earlier, what flower do you pick when you're going to pick out a flower? So when you think of that aspect, I'm talking to the people that then lost something. When you think of that in that aspect, think of that of a way of God saying he came and picked out his best soldiers or his best people that follows him in a way for you to understand. The same way you would go out there and go pick the best car, you go pick the best flower, you go pick the best whatever it is for yourself. Think of that as God saying your loved ones served their purpose down here and it was his time to pick his best one to take back up there with him. So just remember that. And I think it'll get a lot of people through the things that they going through after the loss of a loved one. That's it.
Ashe. My man, thanks for being vulnerable.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for sharing that message. People needed it, man. As always, stay hydrated. Stay breathing in that good ass oxygen.
Yeah.
And most importantly, stay basic.